Removing and reinstalling the carburetors on Honda's smaller fours can definitely be challenging. It is easier, however, if you remove the studs in the cylinder head and replace them with bolts. At the same time, remove those Phillips screws from the clamps and replace those with Allens. It's time to drain the carburetors. Here I'm using the Moroso tool. Also, I like to use a custom shaped screwdriver. It really helps not tear up the screws. Note how the fuel exits through the screw on these early Hondas, not through the nipple as on later Honda carburetors. Remove the throttle cables. And tuck them out of the way. You do have to loosen the manifold screws only on one side and only on the CB500 Four. Now loosen the airbox duct screws. And here I am bungee cording the airbox to keep it out of the way. Note the crisscross pattern of the bungee cords. Here's a shot of that with the carburetors removed for clarity. Loosen all 8 manifold bolts. And remove the left side manifold. And finally, remove the carburetors. Not too tough, huh? Don't forget to protect the engine. This bike is getting some jetting work. When you do this, you want to be organized and methodical. The jets fit in tight. That is a good thing. You don't want them to be loose. Here I'm checking the marking on the jet. And now I've already put the new jets in and the foot bolts are going back on. It is an imperative that the threads are treated gently on these carburetors. The metal is very soft. In fact, I use a torque sensing screwdriver on this model. Here I'm greasing the head and the manifolds. And now it's just tilt and snap, it's back on. All 8 manifold bolts are installed, a few threads to take the weight off the carburetors. Then after all the bolts are in and threaded, they are carefully tightened. The 4 on one side, then the 4 on the other side. And we can remove the bungee cords now. For the airbox side, I like to use this radiator hose tool. It helps ensure that the airbox ducts are on the carburetors properly. By the way, if your airbox ducts are more difficult than this, there are two things to look at. One, are they as hard as a rock? And two, are they installed into the airbox correctly? The ducts are not symmetrical. They have a particular orientation, clocking, if you will. And then last, the air filter housing is tightened down and the breather hose is reconnected. Don't forget to recheck carb synchronization.